friends, today I will interview Kaka, who is my uncle, about his condition. Please subscribe and like, and without wasting time, let's go into the interviewing.
Yeah, hello friends. We are here sitting with my niece, Risha, who's going to be asking me some questions about my condition and about living with my condition. We were just having breakfast earlier, sitting down, and she was asking me some questions about my surgeries. So I said, hey, why don't we ask these questions on a video so my viewers, my subscribers can actually get some answers as well and find out more about me, because a lot of you have been commenting to say, tell us more about yourself. So we're not going to waste any time. Risha's going to start asking me some questions. Risha, go for it.
What happened to your face?
What happened to my face? I was born with a rare genetic condition. It's called neurofibromatosis type 1. It's a condition that's very hard to pronounce. A lot of people can't pronounce it. A lot of people don't remember it. So to make it easier, it's called NF1.
When did you lose your eye?
When did I lose my eye? So this is an artificial eye, my friends. This is not real. I can take this on like this and put it back on like this. I can take it off. I lost my eye when I was 11 years old because the tumours, so neurofibromatosis is a condition which causes tumours to grow on nerves. So I was having tumours growing very close to the eye, making it sort of redundant. I can't see from the eye. It was blind. It was very big. So we got rid of it. I had a surgery. It was an 11 to 12 hour surgery, I think, probably longer, to remove the eye. And then I was given this prosthesis.
What was it like when you lost your eye?
Really interesting, actually. Very good question. So before I lost my eye, I used to have this big eyelid, and I'm going to try and put a picture in if I can, so the viewers can see how it looked before my operation. But I used to have a really big eyelid that used to cover the eye, and I used to feel really nervous about it and really scared about it because it used to look really bad. And when I had this new prosthesis stuck on, it was like completely different. Can you imagine like having this big eyelid covering your face and then that not being there? Initially I was really happy. I was like walking around, going to all the local shops saying, hey, look at my new eye, and I was feeling really, it made me feel really more confident about myself. So it was a really interesting thing. But I was 11 years old, and what's important to understand is that when you're 11 years old, you don't understand what depression, anxiety, all this is. Like, you don't understand that. But when you look back, I look back now, I know I was going through those emotions because it was a whole roller coaster of different things happening in my life. But very good question. Thank you.
Did you get bullied in school?
Did I get bullied in school? I got bullied in school a lot. Especially just after I lost the eye. I had the operation. I had an eye patch and I had operation, and you know, people used to call me lots and lots of different names.
Tell us a time when you were bullied.
Good question. There's a very interesting time that keeps coming up to my mind, and I'm going to tell you this. And the person recording is Rika, so we should give her a shout out as well, my other niece, her older sister. So we all used to go trick-or-treating, remember? Every Halloween, we used to go trick-or-treating.
Yeah. And
it was really fun. But actually, I used to be really sad before we were going, and there's a story behind that. So when I had the operation and they removed the eye, I had an eye patch on. I got an eye patch for about 6 months, and it was coming up to Halloween, and all the kids were talking about Halloween masks, and they were talking about buying Halloween masks, and a group of boys came over to me and they said, you don't need a Halloween mask, you've got a permanent one on your face. And these were like 11, 12-year-olds. So I went and told the teachers that this happened, and the teachers basically called the other students over, and the students said, oh, we're only joking, miss. It was only a bit of banter. But what was jokes for them was something that stayed with me for 25 years. Even now, when we go trick-or-treating, I remember that comment, and it really upsets me.
How many operations have you had?
How many operations have I had? I have had on my face or everything? Do you want to know how many operations I have on my face or altogether?
Altogether.
Altogether, I've had 27 operations, 24 of them on my face.
I heard you broke your leg when you were a little kid. Tell me about it.
Yes, I did break my leg when I was a little kid. This was before I lost my eye. This was when I was about 9 years old. I was crossing the road and I didn't see a car coming. and the car hit me, and I went rolling in the sky and falling on the floor. My brother thought maybe I'm not alive anymore. He came and poked me, and then I was moving, and he was like, "He's alive." And then we had to go to hospital. My bone was like this inside my leg. I remember seeing the X-ray. The bone was like that. They put 2 metal rods in to bring the leg back together. I was in a wheelchair, sitting in a wheelchair, being pushed around because I couldn't walk for about 3 months.
What advice would you give to a young person about being confident?
What advice would I give to a young person about being confident? The first thing I'd say to a young person about being confident is embrace your personality. We all have hobbies. What's your hobby? What do you like doing? Gaming, yeah. So embrace it. Enjoy gaming. Make it a part of you. Talk about it. Express it. Talk to people about it. Like, I used to like cricket as a child. Many of my subscribers will know I've said that I used to enjoy playing cricket. That gave me an identity. So embrace your personality. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you want to do. And keep doing it. Keep doing it over and over again consistently. You're going to have days where you feel sad. It's okay to feel sad. The days you feel sad, go and do some gaming. Go and do whatever your hobbies are, and try and take your mind off it.
What do you want to do in the next 12 months?
What do I want to do in the next 12 months? That's a very good question. I want to continue creating content for my viewers, my subscribers, to help, support, inspire them be the best version of themselves. Sharing my real life journey. I want to go to schools. I want to talk about my journey. I want to talk about how to be confident, to help young children embrace themselves. And finally, I want to work within the diversity and inclusion space to make it more acceptable for people with visible differences to be accepted in the workplace, in society, in the community, and media.
I got a really good question. If God gave you the power to lose your condition, would you take it?
Wow. If God gave me the power to lose my condition and become normal, like have a normal face. I say normal like this because what is normal? But good question. If God gave me the power to lose this condition, no, I wouldn't take it. I think this is who I am. This makes me who I am. It gives me an identity. I'm so proud to be visibly different now that no, I wouldn't take it away. But really, really good question.
Okay. Thanks for the inspiring answers, and thank you for your time. Subscribe and like and share so that other people can see this too.
That was good, wasn't it? Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed it too. Thank you so much. I think you're a good interviewer. Guys, please leave some comments below if you think she did a good job to encourage her as well. This was a really, really powerful conversation, I think. We were having this conversation, like I said, when we were sitting at the breakfast table this morning, and I thought, you know what, let's make a video out of it. Really, really good. Thank you so much. Right, actually, I've got some questions for you. So, you've seen me growing up. As you were growing up and you were seeing me, what was in your mind?
What happened to him, I thought it was only the accident. While I was growing up, until 2023, I didn't know you had a condition. Once you started your channel, I didn't know you had a condition.
Oh, that's interesting. And when I go to your school to pick you up, I go to her school and pick her up a lot of times. What do other people say in the classroom?
I think most of them know, and they know that you're very confident in what you do, so they don't really say anything. But the new children, they get really scared, and sometimes they just ask me a lot of questions.
They ask you a lot of questions. What are the questions they ask you?
Some of them think like, why is your uncle's face a bit wonky? And why does your uncle's eye like that? I told them that it's my uncle and he has a condition.
Yeah.
Before I used to say I had an accident.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's interesting. So look, children are very, very curious creatures. They will ask questions all the time. That's okay. It's our job to educate them, to help them, to let them develop and grow. So I hope you can share this video with other children, if you're parents, if you've got younger brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces. Share this video with them, help them, educate them, inspire them, because when you step out into that big wide world, you see people with visible disabilities, invisible disabilities. So it's really important to celebrate each other's differences. We're all born different, and that's what makes this world a unique place. So to finish off, I want to say something and I want you to repeat it. Celebrate who you are, how you are, what you are.
Celebrate who you are, how you are, what you are.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Risha. You were amazing. High five. And thank you to Raika for filming this.